Now on to dealing with debt. For people who owe more on their car than the car is now actually worth, not to worry. Ted Rossman, the senior credit analyst at Bankrate.com, is here with his tips. Hello, Ted.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Ted, what's the easy way to deal with an underwater car loan?
The most straightforward approach is just to drive the car for longer. I realize that may not be the advice people want to hear, but it's true. You're underwater when you owe more than the car is worth. That loan is designed, though, that you'll have it paid off at some point, whether that's 4 years in the future, 5 years, maybe 6 or 7 years. At some point, if you just keep driving the car, you keep making the monthly payments, you'll have it paid off at some point. The tricky situation is if you want to trade in after, let's say, 3 years and you owe more than the car is worth. That's when you're upside down and you're either going to have to kick in some additional money or just drive the car for longer.
What about the loan itself? Is there anything you can do with the terms?
It is possible to refinance a car loan. We often hear of refinancing with mortgages, but you can do it with the car loan. This is especially applicable if rates have fallen or if your credit score has improved. Now, rates have fallen a bit. The average 5-year new car loan rate right now is about 7%. The average 4-year used car loan is about 7.5%. Both of those averages have fallen about a point over the last 2 years. Where the real sweet spot is, though, is if you have good credit now. And maybe you didn't used to have good credit. So maybe when you bought, your rate was 10 or 11 or 12%. And maybe you've improved your credit score and now you can get a rate in the 5s or 6s or low 7s, that might be a time to look into refinancing.
What are your tips for avoiding getting into the situation of owing more in a car than it's now worth?
Cars are very tricked out these days, a lot of electronics. People are also buying larger, more expensive kind of vehicles, SUVs, pickups, things like that. Maybe get a certified pre-owned car that's 3 or 4 years old and you're not taking as much of a hit on depreciation. That's one thing you can do. Also, don't stretch your loan out too far. This is a trick that a lot of dealers play with monthly payments where they can drive down the monthly payment if they stretch out the loan term, but that gives you more years, more interest, more opportunity to be upside down. We generally recommend financing for no more than about 4 years for used cars and about 5 years for new cars. If you're stretching it out 7 or 8 years, that just increases the chances that you'll be upside down. It's going to cost you more in interest in the long run.
What if someone really wants to buckle in and get rid of that car loan?
You could also look for ways to up your income or cut your expenses. You could potentially take on a side hustle and throw more money towards the loan, or you could cut your expenses, maybe trim back on dining or vacations or other extras for a time. It doesn't need to be forever, but sometimes if you do these things for 6 months or a year, you can really buckle down and make some noticeable progress.
Ted, thank you for helping us out.
No problem. Thanks for having me.